Hi and Happy New Year! It's been a while since I last uploaded a video and I thought I'd start the year by making a ceramide face cream. In the written post, you'll find the complete formula, a calculator to adjust the amounts to whatever size you want to make, and detailed information about the ingredients and their alternatives. The link to the post is in the description. I start with phase A by first combining the xanthan gum with the glycerin to prevent clumping and make the gum easier to disperse. Then I add the distilled water to the slurry. I then stir in the distilled water with the slurry until everything is well combined. I also added the allantoin to phase A. With the cold winter weather, our skin needs extra moisture and care, and ceramides are especially effective at strengthening the skin barrier. Ceramides are naturally present in the outer layer of our skin and play a big role in keeping it healthy and comfortable. Together with other supportive ingredients, they help form a protective barrier that locks in moisture and keeps the skin comfortable and protected. You can find links to scientific articles and more detailed information about ceramides in the written post. Moving on to phase B, I'm using jojoba oil here, but you can find suitable alternatives listed in the written posts. Next, I add mango butter, which helps give the cream structure and improves its smooth, creamy texture. I also add cetyl alcohol, which helps thicken and stabilize the cream, creating a light protective layer on the skin and giving the cream a soft, creamy texture. I'm using Montanov 68 as my emulsifying wax because it makes the cream thick, creamy, and super comfortable on the skin, rich but not heavy. Finally, in phase B, I add cocoa caprylate, which helps give the cream a light, silky feel. Both phase A and phase B go into a double boiler for about 20 minutes. You can cover the water phase with aluminum foil to reduce evaporation, or weigh it after heating and add distilled water to replace any amount that evaporated. At the beginning, the allantoin may look a bit clumpy because it doesn't dissolve easily in water at room temperature. When the water is heated to around 60 to 70 degrees Celsius, the water molecules move more freely and are able to fully dissolve the allantoin. Once dissolved, it distributes evenly throughout the water phase, which helps prevent graininess or recrystallization later on. That's why allantoin is added to the heated water phase and held at temperature until it's completely dissolved. You can see that after heating, the allantoin has fully dissolved into the water and there are no clumps left. While phases A and B are heating in the double boiler, I measure out all the ingredients for phase C, the cool down phase. First up is the star ingredient of this cream, the ceramide. Ceramide complex helps restore the skin's lipid barrier, improving moisture levels in dry and cracked skin. Next, I add the green tea extract. Next, I add the preservative. I'm using Cosguard for this formula. And for the scent, I chose neroli essential oil. Phase C is set aside for now. After about 20 minutes, phases A and B are ready to come off the heat. I usually use a hand mixer or a homogenizer, but for this small batch, I'm combining the phases with a milk frother. Once the phases are fully combined, the mixture needs to cool down to 40 degrees Celsius or below before adding phase C. After the mixture has cooled, I add phase C and mix until everything is well combined. Before transferring the cream into a bottle, I check the pH. I aim for a pH of around 5.5. Since I needed to lower it slightly, I added a few drops of an 80% lactic acid solution, mixed well, and checked the pH again. The final consistency and texture develop after about 6 to 12 hours. So you can leave the cream in the beaker and transfer it to a jar after a few hours. If you leave the cream in the beaker, make sure to cover it to avoid contamination. This is the finished cream. It's very velvety and smooth and absorbs quickly into the skin. Keep in mind that substituting oils or choosing a different emulsifying wax may slightly change the texture and consistency of your final product. The written formula is linked in the description, where you can also find more information about ceramides and possible alternatives to the ingredients used in the original formula. If you make this face cream, I'd love to hear how it goes, and which other ingredients you'd like to explore in your skincare. That's it for this one. See you in the next video.